What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new, don't forget to subscribe. Like always, if you guys are enjoying the content I'm bringing now, leave a like on the video, always does help, and it's greatly appreciated. So let's get straight into this video. For today's video, we're going to be doing another Fortlock Dragoness video. This video is going to be dedicated to the enhancing portion and upgrading your gear stuff, just because the last video I made, it was mainly kind of a lot of information packed into just one quick video. So this one's going to be more dedicated into the enhancing and upgrading portion of that video. So in today's video, I'm going to be telling you guys exactly what dungeons to grind, what materials you're going to need, best way to farm, and most efficient way to enhance your gear. So there are a couple of things you guys might not be able to do right off the bat due to the fact that you don't have either enough points or whatever the case is, but little by little you'll be able to get those points, and you can do them as we go. So first thing first, I'm gonna say straight off the bat, is I recommend highly to join the Paradise Guild. It is the guild that I started. At the moment we are at 56 members, and currently we always get between 2 to 5 members online. Just last week, just a week and a half ago or 2 weeks or so, we were only a level 12 guild. We're already at 13 and vastly growing, surprisingly, with a good amount of members in the guild already, with relatively decent gear, and others building up on their gear that can also help you do dailies and stuff like that. So anyways, let's get kind of straight into this video. So for what materials you're gonna do, you're gonna use, it's gonna be 3 different ones for the first set that you're gonna need. The first one's gonna be the high grade garnet, high grade essence of life, and lapis. So there's multiple ways you guys can get all these 3 materials, and the main one is your dailies. So let's get straight into how to get them and what ways to do them. So the first one is going to be doing your dailies. I highly recommend, the fastest way to do this is by doing your dailies. Once you start and get all geared up, you're going to want to talk to Mocha. From here you go to your quests, accept all daily quests, and then go into the dungeon to start your quest. So before you do that, I highly recommend, if you don't know, is to create a party, do a daily party, and once you go into the gate, it's going to give you the option for daily party stage. All this is going to do is it basically does all 5 dungeons back to back. Instead of you finishing a dungeon, leaving it, and then rejoining the next one, it's just going to send you straight to the next one. So that is the fastest way to do dailies, and that's the fastest way I recommend doing it. And as far as your daily, obviously you can only do it once every 24 hours, but what I would recommend doing is opening up about 4 to 5 characters. This is actually what I did myself, and grinding your dailies on all 4 to 5 characters. It's gonna take about roughly an hour to grind your dailies on all the characters, but for every daily you get about 250 high grade essence of lives, 250 high grade garnets, and roughly about 50 lapis. So once you add up all the ones you get from all 5 characters into your main character, you're looking roughly at about, give or take, 1,000 to 1,500 high grade essence of lives, high grade garnets, and give or take about 300 or 400 lapis, maybe about roughly 500. I actually have a couple of guild members here doing their daily runs right now, but yeah, that's how much you're roughly looking at, and that's what I would recommend doing starting off the bat, is making multiple accounts and grinding all your dailies on them. So every morning, if you're somebody who plays in the mornings or afternoons, grind those dailies, because little by little it does help. You get used to also trying out new characters, so it does take about 30 minutes to make a new character, set it up, the skills, all that stuff. But like I said, once you have those 5 characters, you can continue farming your dailies on them, and little by little getting materials to upgrade your first set of newbie peasant gear. So that's the first way of doing getting these type of materials, is doing your dailies and doing them on roughly about 5 different characters. Second way of doing it is you can do nest and grind for points. So if you take a look here, at the moment this is a brand new character, so I don't have any points, but you can use dungeon, nest, wonderful, and nightmare points to get those materials. All you have to do is find a party, go here to the Garden of Time and Space, do your nest, and little by little you get points. So there is a labyrinth level for each nest. It goes up from 1 all the way up to 50. Every 10 you get a different amount of points. So at level 50 I believe you get 100,000 points for every time you complete it. Either 100,000 or 50,000, something like that. But once you get those points, you can come here, talk to Kelly, go to the point shop, and she's gonna give you those same materials. So the ones we're gonna be looking at are the lapis, high grade garnet, and high grade essence of life. Initially, they give you, the reason you guys might see too is because they give you two different options to buy them with. So you can buy them either with nightmare points or you can buy them with nest points. The way I recommend doing is you get both nightmare and nest for every time you complete a dungeon. So I recommend buying the high grade garnet with either nest points or nightmare points, and then whatever you wasted, buy the other one with the other points. So let's say I buy high grade garnets with nest points. So for my high grade essence of life, I'm gonna use the nightmare points. That way you have an equal amount of both, and you'll have a balanced amount to kind of upgrade your gear as you're going. So you're supposed to have 330 of each, and 50 lapis or whatever amount you get. So lapis you use Limbrium points for, so it has nothing to do with these two. And like I said, this is the second way of getting those materials, is by buying them with points, and the way you get those points is by doing labyrinths in the nest. So as far as that, if you join the guild, we have a lot of members that can do the level 40 labyrinth, and I myself can carry through the level 50. So like I said, join up on the guild, ask for help, say that you want to grind points, and if anybody's available, for the most part everybody wants to grind their points as well, so they'll be able to help you with that. So now you're grinding materials through the point system. So that's the second way of doing it. The third way of doing it is through doing the counter attacks, which I can show you guys right now. Counter attacking Dragoness, this dungeon here is basically 3 different ones. You do have a limit of 27 for each one, but each one is going to give you materials for you to grind, for you to basically level up your gear. So this is something you're not going to be able to do right off the bat as a new player. It's extremely hard because you do require a high amount of attack power as well as HP, because these bosses do hit a bit hard. But once again, this is something a lot of guild members can carry you through, and it's something that people always try to have parties for. So as long as you have somebody who can deal enough damage and take enough damage, one person alone can carry through these, whether it's a quick run. Normally for these I can do them between a minute to 2, but like I said, if it's somebody who's semi gear and they're the only ones carrying it, it can take 3 minutes to 5 minutes, but at least you're getting materials that way. It's another way of kind of grinding for materials. And like I mentioned, if you join the guild and ask for help, if I'm available, I can try grinding as many as possible to grind for points and help all the guild members kind of get their stuff that way. So now that we have how to get materials out of the way, I'm kind of going to show you guys real quick on how to enhance it. So this is kind of straightforward. If you don't know exactly how to do this, all you're gonna do is come talk to the blacksmith right around the fountain, if you don't know where this area is, and just click trade, click enhance, and click on whatever armor piece you need. Oh, so actually I'm skipping a part. So you're gonna want to talk to him. You're gonna trade, craft, go to common goods, level 95 item converter, and you're gonna want to buy this one here. So it's the first one on the list. We're only gonna buy one just so I can show you guys on upgrading it. So you're gonna buy roughly 5-7 of these. because you need 5 for all your armor pieces and 2 for both of your weapons. So all this does, it levels up your tier on the weapon. So if you guys take a look here, it's enhanced to plus 20 and it's only tier 1. So that's the max we can get it to. So you're gonna need one of these equipment converters. Click on your equipment. Make sure you look at the stats that you have. So for this one, I have strength and agility. So we're gonna look for strength and agility and click change. So now you're at a tier 2 newbie hazing gear. So from here, that's when you go back to the blacksmith, trade, enhance, and you can start enhancing your gear up until plus 20. And once you're at plus 20 again, you're gonna go back to the blacksmith, click trade, click craft, common goods, item converters, and then you're gonna buy the pink one. So you're still gonna need the same materials, same 3, and from here you're gonna level it up to a hopeful tier 1 gear. So then once again you start leveling up that one, enhancing it, and so forth. So I will be doing another tutorial on how to show you guys a faster way of gating, not a faster way, but showing you guys basically all of these 3 as we go. So with my brother's account right now, I do have his set up to hopeful gear. So as I'm leveling that one up, I'll be recording it, showing you guys getting it from hopeful to X hopeful, and then from X hopeful to tier 1 faithful, and then to tier 2 faithful, and then to X faithful. So these are all the tiers of weapons that you can get. Like I said, it shows you the materials you guys need, but first thing first, you want to focus on enhancing it, you know, to plus 20 as you're going. So one other thing you guys can do is upgrade your conversion gear. This is the gear that basically you set up for your costume. It's what gives you most of your stats, and you start with the basic one, but if you come here and talk to Pania, I always forget the name, you click conversion shop, and then from here you can buy the next following piece, which is the purple one, with glowing diamonds and 35 faith points. So the faith points, similar thing, you get them as you go doing dungeons, and then you can come over here and talk to her to get the next piece, which, like I said, is going to be the purple gear. You'll buy all of these. It does upgrade your stats by a little, and then once you have 2 sets of the purple, you can go to the number 2 and buy the high grade conversion gear set, which highly boosts your stats by a lot. So it is something that will take time to do. Like I said, you need to buy 2 of each item in the purple sets to trade it in for the pink set. But like I mentioned, you need glowing diamonds, and I believe glowing diamonds, the only way you can get them is through the nest, the dragon nest, which that's something, once again, I'll be able to help carrying. And all the diamonds I get, I'll be throwing them in the guild bank if anybody needs them, as long as you have some sort of decent gear enhancement already. So I mean, like, you know, you have the pink setup for everything, and you've been in the guild for a while, I'm not gonna mind taking those out and letting you use them. So yeah, that's basically all for this video, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy. Like I said, if you have any other questions, drop them down below in the comments. I can try answering them as much if I didn't cover it in the video. Like always, leave a like on the video, and if you guys are new, don't forget to leave a sub. So other than that, I'll be seeing you guys in the next one. Peace.